10 o'clock, we'll call the meeting to order.
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes from the previous meeting.
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve minutes from the previous meeting. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All ayes, motion carries. Any additions or corrections to the agenda?
I don't know if you want to do anything about this today, but it was brought to my attention that there's another vacancy on our condemnation board. I can just tell you that, and we don't need to amend the agenda, and we can move forward on it at another. Then I have nothing to add.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second that motion.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All ayes, motion carries. Sherry?
Seems really a waste of time. I'm here to approve the John Geeks, what we did last month, same thing. Nothing's changed except we've changed the animal unit number. So they had to go through and.
Yeah, he called me wanted to know about a week ago.
So, you know, we didn't have a matrix to go over or anything, so I have no problem. We can't do too much.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, seems useless here, but, so.
We need to make a motion to approve the John Deere construction permit.
I'll second the motion.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the heat construction permit. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. All ayes, motion carries.
Right.
So you gonna call him and tell him he can start the date, or?
He could do the groundwork, he said beforehand,
Yeah.
but I told him that.
Well, he wanted, I said, well, we meet every Tuesday. And I said, you know, it's on the agenda.
Has my, or gotten in touch with
Has who?
On-
MG?
Jim.
Not yet, no, I've got to call him and remind him again, see if we can meet out there again, so.
Would you give me a call when you can do that?
Okay.
I can't do it on Thursday, I'm tired on Thursday.
That's what your wife said, so. All right.
Thank you.
I did talk to Ben about that Carnivan deal. I don't know if he's done anything yet.
Yep,
Okay.
we met with the judge yesterday, and
Oh,
the judge gave him
great.
30 days to get cleaned up.
Great.
So,
I did do something.
Thanks for staying on that.
yeah, so, and then she, you know, didn't get building permits or anything else, so I gave her a copy of that yesterday, so.
Great.
I don't know what she's gonna do with it.
Did you talk to Joe about our well-clothing issues?
The one with Albright?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was,
Okay.
yeah, I called Dave and he kind of, he said it's supposed to go under that, but I said the check's already kind of a done deal,
Okay.
so,
I didn't know.
yeah, we're gonna have to try and get better touch on the names, go with the addresses or something.
Yeah, and maybe another piece on that application or whatever it is that they fill out to where the reimbursement should go to.
Well, that could be, you could add that on there, you know, like owner of the well, and then
Yeah.
where the check gets mailed to.
Yeah, 'cause it-
If different,
Yeah.
that would be a good idea. Okay, I'll try to get that. All right.
Thank you, Shirley.
Yep,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Recorder's quarterly report.
Jim, when's the fair? The 25th, 24th, 25th, 26th?
Yeah.
I'll make the motion to accept the recorder's quarterly report.
I'll second that motion.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the recorder's quarterly report. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. All ayes, motion carries. I think they changed the net attractable, didn't they?
Yeah, it's on Friday night.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on Friday.
Always used to be a third, do you have to
Yeah.
sign that?
Nope.
Yeah, it used to be on Thursday night.
What do they have on Thursday night?
I can bring up the schedule if you guys want to hear about it.
Sure, would you please?
And I'm not sure if it's the truck wagon race.
Supervisors, this
Yeah.
is Brunel. Yes,
Or if the truck wagons or something.
yes, we got it. Okay, that's fine. Very good. Very good, thank you. You got it, bye.
What day are you? Sorry.
That was Ron, he just said if there's any questions on that, call him on the side.
What day are you looking for, or event?
Thursday, what,
What's on Thursday night?
Chuck wagon races.
And how about Saturday night then?
Lumberjack, Impact Pro Wrestling.
Pro wrestling?
Pro Wrestling.
You're kidding.
Yep.
Supervisors, this is Brunel.
They have that in front of the grandstands
Evidently.
Mm-hmm.
in the mud?
Well, the Lambert,
Because they wet it down like, that'd be good, like wet volleyball.
You're breaking up really bad.
I think it's in a ring.
The 17th.
I think it was Ron again, but he just like was in the tunnel.
Huh.
Evidently, the DOT's having some issues out here on 196, getting some of that land accumulated for that reconstruction project. And they've been calling some of these people on this condemnation board. They called Glenn Detterman from Wall Lake, and he reminded them that he's no longer a licensed real estate agent, and that's the category that he's listed in. So we need to replace him as well as George.
So.
I'll
we-
ask, I can ask the guy in Lakeview, Grody, he's a broker.
Okay.
I'll call.
It'd be good to get somebody from down there.
Yeah.
Because don't we have, locally, we have Mike Green and who else is?
We've got Gary Wicker from Lakeview, Juanita Frederickson from Odie Dave Wilkin, Odie Mike Green, Sac City, Chris Grote, Lakeview,
Oh, wait,
and Jim Vicinius is
is already
there.
on.
Barb Schrader's got her license, doesn't she?
Yeah, you wanna call Barb? She's not a broker, but she's got a real estate.
I'm pretty sure she has her license.
And then we need to find somebody, town property.
Right. So that's all there is to that. It's not on the agenda, but we'll,
They only meet when they have a problem, correct?
yeah.
I mean, it's not a
It's,
yearly.
no, you don't, sometimes they never meet, but it's
Yeah,
just
it's just-
whenever the,
It's been unique to have them called.
absolutely.
I'll call Neil Wedeking, see if he'll replace George Jones.
He'd be good.
Yeah. Very good.
We've got our renewal with ICAP for our general liability and auto and comprehensive and all that business. This is just they call it a resolution, but it's, what they're doing is they're asking for designation of the chairman of the board as the primary contact, and the auditor as alternate contact, as well as a commitment to continue the membership. And then there's also this anniversary information acknowledgement that we'll fill out that we've reviewed all the schedules, and you and I can go over that, but I just need authorization for those two contacts and a continuation of the membership.
Is this an annual?
Yeah, we've been a member of that ICAP pool since 1980.
It's been really good for us, I know that, but I just wondered if it's
Yep.
a
we
5-year
renew-
renewal or?
We renew annually.
This figure that they're asking for, is that comparable to what we've been doing?
Yeah.
It's $162,596.08.
And that covers all the automobile insurance, the general liability, the contents of the buildings, everything. Plus, we've got a $15,634 member distribution redemption that goes with that applies to that 160.
Jim, in your next contact with them, they have made us do the Rolling Hills separate liability umbrella.
Mhm.
There should be some discussion of less need or premium from the counties locally, because we're now taking that burden off the local counties and have had to, they're charging in the $7,500 area
For Rolling Hills?
for Rolling Hills.
Really?
And so now that we're having this discussion, it just come to mind
Okay.
that we shouldn't be forced to cover it twice now if they've said that we had to do that, and they're asking for a $7,500 premium. That should be considered in.
I wonder if all
renewal
6
here.
of those counties are ICAP counties.
5 out of the 6 are. The arrangement was going to be made through BV because they're the fiscal agent. But
But BV's not an ICAP county.
no, they're not. But they evidently have representatives there that offer it, and because they're the fiscal agent and our CEO will operate from there,
Mhm.
that's where they were going to do it. But she reminded me that when we had this local discussion that.
I wonder if we shouldn't ask Larry Payton to look into that. He's our local agent.
Well, I'm just bringing it up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the correct path is, but
Let's ask him, so we're all kind of on the
because
same-
we were forced to
Yeah.
start this, and that was all handled locally before. And now if that burden is not here, then there should be consideration for that.
Let's call him and see what he says.
So, that's just, we had to have that enacted in advance of July 1.
Yeah.
And so
You need a motion, pass that.
Mhm.
Also move.
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the ICAP resolution. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We need a roll call with this resolution.
Yes, heck, aye.
Stock eye.
Great guy. All ayes, motion carries.
I'll get a phone book and see what Larry's new is.
Okay.
4776.
You're right. It is.
Good friend used to work there.
Let's get him on the speaker.
477.
4776.
Morning Court Insurance, this is Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. This is Rick Hecht with the Sac County Board of Supervisors. We're all here today, and you're on speakerphone. We were wondering if Larry Payton would happen to be in.
He is. Just a moment, please.
Because you should be doing this. What?
I'll let you use, I don't know him.
Oh, okay. Well, just because I'm familiar with them.
Yeah, I don't know him at all.
Good morning, this is Larry.
Hi, Larry. This is Rick Heck, and the full board
Yeah.
is here, and you're on speakerphone.
Okay.
We just got our ICAP resolution today for our renewal for our next year's commitment.
Okay.
And we had the discussion a while back that we were going to be forced to do a liability policy for the Rolling Hills piece. And Don Menser called me and said that because Storm Lake was the fiscal agent and she's operating out of Storm Lake, that they were going to do it there. But she also reminded me to ask when we did the local boards of renewals that if we are now doing that as Rolling Hills, is that burden then not necessarily? I think that premium was in the $7,500 area. Do we need to ask for some consideration of reduced premium because we're not having to do that locally now?
Because you don't have mental health underneath the Sac County policy?
Well,
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
okay. I'm just we just we had a really slow day today and thought we would see if we could catch you because we had our renewal with ICAP on the agenda
Right,
today.
right. I'd have to email my underwriter, John
Okay.
Camrick at ICAP, but
Okay.
I would think that now, because we do, I'm sure in the liability part, not that it's going to be a big item, but in the liability part that, yes, that they would have to take that off of there since it's all covered basically underneath to the Rolling Hills.
And that's only partially true from our end because we still have local case management that is a provider. Sac County is a provider to the region for case management for Sac and Ida counties.
Okay.
So we're not totally getting out of the responsibility, but we are and we aren't.
Okay, and I got to be honest with you, on that one, when they do liability, they always have to do it by people or by amount of clients or by usually like underneath the nurses on the health part of it. Usually they go by how many, I find out approximately how many clients do you have a year. And that would be one thing that I would probably go back to them and say, okay, what were we doing, how were we figuring the liability for this, and what do we need to come up with a figure so that we can lower this down. So,
Okay. That'd be fine. If you do that, we'd appreciate it.
And if you can find out from the local stuff that you do from the two, like you said, Sac and Crum County, approximately how many clients a year do we work with?
We're in the case management department. We're working with approximately 30.
30? Okay.
30.
No.
Well, that's good. It can vary up or down.
Just a minute, Larry. We got to think about that.
It'd be 50 or 60 because Andrea's good.
Well, but part of those are Medicaid folks.
No, I don't.
After talking a minute, I think we've got approximately 57 that we're serving.
Okay.
27 and 30, isn't that about right?
That hits me.
And what I'll do is I will find out from John and I'll email Jim and let him know.
Okay, that'd be excellent. Thank you very much.
Hey, Larry, this is Dean.
Yeah.
This is not just happening in west central Iowa. There's ICAPs in I don't know how many counties, but it's happening clear across the state. So this question not only might be coming from Rolling Hills, but
Right.
from across the state. So they should be up to speed on it,
That's correct.
or need to get up to speed.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, but you got to remember each group is going to handle their commitment, different ways. Right now you're handling it through Storm Lake or Rolling Hills has picked up their own and stuff, and other counties might be doing it different too. So.
What don't you think? I would assume that each region would have to have their own liability, and
I would think so, but sometimes that doesn't come out to be that way, you know.
Okay.
Even if the 28 agreements out there, you know, but we'll worry about Sac County, and I will get an answer for you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Bye. Thank you for reminding me, because you're right, caseload, that is right.
Hit the red.
Alan Hilker, the cult hospice in. His brother-in-law told me yesterday. So,
He's in hospice or something.
He's an Ida County supervisor.
Well, I gave you the engineer's report. That's all I've got.
Ron said they're pouring the deck as he was talking, so.
Yeah, I might drive down there. They're, that state build that's doing that, thin coat, or as Ron calls it, they did some in Wall Lake, streets in Wall Lake.
What'd you think after you saw it?
Well, this is the second year Wall Lake's been real happy with it. This is the second year they've done some streets in Wall Lake. There's a big pile of that red granite or down at Tiefenthaler's pit, so. They're,
Is it loose on top after they do this, or
yeah,
kind of like, I mean, that
yeah.
gravel they use?
I think they roll it in, yeah. Yeah, to be honest, I've never, this year, you know, from what they're doing from Cork's Corner to Auburn, they're doing some patchwork for,
No.
over by Auburn. There's some pilot out there, and you know, county line job. That'd be nice.
I've had
This rainy weather has probably slowed them up.
had several people ask when they're gonna work on N28. And I said, well, whenever it's hooked up with this 175 job.
Mhm.
However, they were concerned that we were gonna leave it that way, and I said, well, no, we're not.
It's kind of noisy. when
It is, it's not bumpy, but it's just noisy.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second that motion.
Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All ayes, motion carries.